Good morning, one and all present here. Today we'll discuss the topic on operations management. So operations management is very important in each and every business because it's going to determine the profit. So how it determines the profit? That is, profit is nothing but the sales revenue minus cost of production. In sales revenue, you have to increase the number of goods sold and the price. So to improve the number of goods sold, you have to produce, and to increase the price, yes, the quality product you have to produce. So in the direction, yes, the operations management is important. Then coming to reduce the cost of production, starts with raw material cost, manufacturing cost, and all other costs, which comes only under the operations management. So if the operations manager is effective, definitely each and every business will get some profit. Okay, and just profit is not enough. There should be a consistent improvement in the profit. Under that heading, we have to understand, okay, before going to the in-depth in that subject, we have to understand the manufacturing versus services. So there are business manufacturing goods, there are business with operating in services also. So first of all, the students should understand what is the difference between goods and services. So goods, it is tangible, and services, it is intangible. You can touch and feel it in goods. Services, no, right? And goods, if it is manufactured and we can store it and we can supply it later part of time. But services, as and when you are producing at the same time, the customer should receive it. What I am trying to say is, there is no need of any contact between the customer and the producer under the goods manufacturing. When you are manufacturing the goods, one area, on one remote area, the manufacturer may manufacture the goods, maybe store it, later it may be dispatched to the concerned person, concerned customer. So manufacturing is one place and delivery is another place. But in services, manufacturing and delivery or consumption is at the same place. Maybe in today's context, maybe a service provider may provide a service at remote area through online or through network, he may get it. However, the service provider should be in contact with the customer. Okay? Say for example, banking services. Banking services, if a client you want to ask some doubts, he has to go in person. Account opening in person, or insurance services. It is there should be a connectivity between the insurance executive and the person who is going to get the insurance. So there is a face-to-face contact. That's what I'm saying. So production, that is service delivery and consumption, will take at the same time. So another example, hair brushing or facial dressing. So like that, personal care, that and all, it has happened simultaneously. Okay. So in services, there is a connectivity. That is, both should, delivery and consumption should happen at a time. Both should have a contact. Right. This is one point. And in goods, as I told earlier, in goods we can manufacture it and store it and we can sell it later. But in services, it is not possible. Then goods, in quality, in terms of quality, yes, the goods quality can be measured. How? Yes, it is. Yes. Yes, it is service. So it's a goods. You have some instrument. Since it is a physical shape, if there is an instrument is there, we can measure it through a vernier caliper or a screw gauge or some specified instrument. Okay, we can measure it. But in services, it is not. What is the scale to measure the service? It's only up to the customer satisfaction. That too subjective. So what I'm saying is, determination of quality or establishment of quality is in goods is possible, but in service it is not possible. The taste and preference of consumer, one consumer to one consumer, it will differ. So establishment of service dimensions is difficult, and again measuring also it is very difficult. And the third, the services. In goods manufacturing, it is a long process. If you start from operations, that is the raw material and another process conversion and the goods. So it is a long process in goods manufacturing. In service, it's not like that. The process is very short. Within a short period of time, we can you can deliver a service. And again, the manufacturing infrastructure, which is required for manufacturing goods, okay, it is high investment, and the equipments and the machineries are that and all huge investment. But in services, not. I think it is not like that. It is a few and compared to relatively goods. And again, in terms of goods, it is a technology oriented. Goods manufacturing technology oriented or capital oriented. That means if you invest in a better machineries, you have to invest in machineries. But in services, it is labor intensive. That means only based on the labor, the service quality is determined. So I hope you can understand the basic difference between goods and services. So that you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, if you have any doubt, please ask. Okay, thank you.